ECL wise, but no, it is going to be interesting to see. I mean, as for Mythic, again, it feels like their changes have led to maybe a bit of a rockier start into the season. I've been watching some of their practice streams, which has been pretty fun, but they're still trying to iron out some of the details. It's honestly just one of those rosters that they don't change all that often, so it is always interesting to see when they do.
Well, there is a cost to content, that is for sure. You know, to get views, it might cost results. Well, let's see if they can get some eyes on them as we're walking down B ramp. Oh, Austin in some deep trouble. Isolated, tossing a smoke. Now the play comes in through from Cave. 3 players are waiting for them. This is a death sentence if Mythic press the go button. And instead it'll be Slacks and Swisher to try and do that, but Cooper actually handles both of them. Sin in the corner though. Third man not expected, but could not hit the shot. Freakazoid with the kill. Bomb plant here for Mythic, and it's not all bad. It's a 1v3
it's already
for
starting
Rec.
good.
There we go. It's the 4K here for Cooper. Pistol for Mythic.
You know, I'll just say it. I called it. I'm going to talk while they're ahead. So that's where they're at right now. They're ahead 1-0 up against immediately a force buy already being brought here by M80. Lots of MP9s. Last round, a lot of dual Berettas. They really were leaning in on that weaponry, which I guess isn't too much of a surprise. It's not the worst idea. Just couldn't get the most out of those. Not the most multi-kills that you kind of require out of those guns. But they're looking for the world tour on the weaponry here. So we got MP9s. A couple rounds in the future, you might see some R8s. Can only dream. Well, that was a pretty HE. We got to see it in right on the corner of Sin's vision. He just watched his teammate chunk down a couple of HP bars, making that MP9 a little bit more effective. And Slacks is not hanging back. Looking on the aggro. Gets a wide swing. Can't quite close, but that's what Sin's for right behind him. And this time Cooper with the 4K only gets 1 in this round.
And with this backstab from Rec. A push back into Cave. I do like this here from M80. Trying to force a rotation, potentially showing a lot of info.
Ooh.
Oh, and Rec. Oh, he didn't see him. Oh, now he does. But it's the MP9. That's the problem. I hate this gun. But it's also the best in the game somehow. He even gets more damage with it. Rec does a lot of work here in middle to put it into a 2v2.
I mean, a good opportunity. That's great damage from Rec towards the tail end. With how messy that spray started, it's not the end of the world, but bomb finally going to be planted here for Truck Lover. Reposition's going to be lackadaisical. I don't know if he's going to expect Swisher to be with this quickly. He is not. Austin now, he needs all the tips and tricks you can give him. And he got the #1 tip of getting back in towards Donut in a post plant. There is a kit in Swisher, though, even on this force buy, impressively enough here. And we'll see a jumping lake and a quick trade. That is perfection in the retake. Playing it to a T. And Swisher, plenty of time with this defuse.
There you go. That's exactly what you want. Just say, Lake probably going forward and say, hey, bait me real quick as Swisher just swings behind. And it is, yeah, exactly that. Just perfection. The fact that you had a kit in the force buy as well is just like...
I know, that's crazy. Gotta respect that call, man.
Like, you could buy double flash there. You could buy an extra smoke, maybe. Maybe you already had a smoke to start off that one, but going for the kit, that's raw. Yeah. That is confidence, saying that, hey, we're going to be in a retakeable post plant.
Yeah, and the way they played it as well, it makes a lot of sense that you would want a kit. They just kept playing the trade game 1-for-1 in the early round. They had, players swing as a unit together. A Rex in for a Rude Awakening. Flash goes in. Molly goes out. He's going to get charged down.
Oh, no.
I think that flash caught. There was a team flash, and it's going to cost him dearly. Rack. He now has flashes from his teammates onto them, and they couldn't see a thing that whole round.
Oh, no. I mean, okay, so I think the flash there from Flom is fine, to be fair. The real issue is that Rec is up close, and instead it draws the attention of the Mythic players to look into their own flashbang right at that moment.
The perfect disruption.
Yeah, I mean, just that's what it takes to be tier 1. That's what it takes to play Pro League here, Cole.
Yeah, and there's very few opportunities. Like, you could see maybe if everything was flawless, Rec actually gets overrun. But as soon as you run into any speed bumps, you know, again, that further effect of, okay, now there's counter utility we gotta get past. Now they're flashing us, and we're already running through a smoke, so there's just not a lot of fun to be had when you're, when things don't go flawless, and it's tough to expect things to go flawless up against a squad.
Personally, I'm a little bit more of a fan of not even throwing the flashbang and just trying to jump scare the first person you see.
Could be the move.
Stop that molly from coming down, and hey, maybe you have an isolated fight. But obviously, it's probably the best aimer here for M80. It's Rack, being your site defender.
He's actually just crazy good. This is me flexing. Yeah, why not? There's that flashbang again.
No, it's the same result, Cole. I can't believe it.
Yeah.
Oh, is he gonna go for the ace
Counter
this
flashes.
time?
Get your ace. Get your ass key. Oh no, Slack is
again.
It's like these two with the ace. They'll share it together. Actually, you know what? Rek got 6. He deserves it. Ace in 1. Slacks with the 6-4K.
If you want to think of it like that, I'd be dropping an ace every single game. And I end with an ace only in most of my pugs.
Not bad. What happens if you ace on pistol? Is it just downhill from there?
Yeah, I'm dropping a 5 bomb.
You're good. Good for 5-5. That's what they call them.
Nothing more, nothing less. Slacks around the smoke. Flom probably doesn't want to walk through that.
Yeah.
There's a real.
He's thinking about it.
Oh, and Freakazoid goes down. That's catastrophic here for Mythic. Now, there is this little lurk. The door smoke kind of missed, but... well, it's Swisher on the other side, unfortunately. Austin will try his hand and meet an MP9. And it is systematic domination across the map here for M80.
Do you know Truck Lover 86? He's good for 1.
Is he good for 86? That's the question.
That's
maybe 86 ADR.
Oh, yeah, that's a good number right there. If you get 86 ADR, you're happy. I'd love a teammate that was always good for 86 ADR. Like, that's just consistency. That's a pillar.
It's not
that's
like...
perfecto.
It's not bad. Yeah, that's perfecto. Like, it's not bad, but it's not, like, breaking your brain.
Yeah, but sometimes you don't need to break people's brain. You just need to... You got to get yours.
I wouldn't call it, like, 86 ADR mediocre, but it's not, like, a star carry performance. It's like second from the top of the scoreboard in a close loss, you know? Or a close win.
Yeah, but imagine if they could guarantee it every round.
But that's not even a kill.
ADR.
He just gets the assist.
Oh, sorry. Every game, I should say.
Every game, okay.
You'd be like, okay, this guy is the most dependent. Like, he'd be a hot prospect. And your HLTV would just full of green.
I mean, that is true.
I'm just saying, I would take that any day of the week.
Well, currently sitting at 40, he's halfway there.
Gotta get those numbers up.
You know who has 86 ADR?
Nobody.
Plus 95 because Rek has 179. So
that's quick math.
Yeah. I did that. I carried the 1 over there because I can't.
Nah, you got the calculator app open.
No, I got the calc short for calculator.
Is that slang?
Yeah.
I'm just using slang.
I'm just using slang. Calc short for calculator, by the way. Up towards B ramp here. A little eco push here for Team Mythic. And into a 3-man stack. No smokes, hoping for duels, hoping for gunfights, and M80 obliges. Pieced out of that one. It's 5-1.
B is for a short round.
There's
as well as A, I feel
in
like.
that phrase.
I'm just trying to connect the two.
This is probably Mythic's best shot. This is Cooper with an AWP. And, like, Cooper is still a class act here in North America, despite, you know, playing over towards Mythic and taking the content creator life. He is still a solid player.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well,
unfortunately, in this case,
I shouldn't have said anything.
you really set him up there. Unfortunately, this timing is gonna just be so miserable Freakazoid, that gap was flawless, man. He just threaded that needle perfectly to move past the smoke. There's the lack of communication that's a possibility from Austin, because you just cleared it, and so you just think you're safe for a second longer because your teammate is behind the smoke. And I don't even know if that was super intentional or if that's that gut feeling, but whatever it was again just right where it needed to be.
It's definitely a little bit inexperienced there, I will say. Like, not to say that,
yeah.
whoa, I would have done that 100%. It's a difficult thing to communicate, but...
Right.
Like, I remember watching earlier today, where it was a 1 versus 1 between Monacy and Chopper. Rather, this was...
Yesterday?
Excuse me, yesterday.
The previous day you were going
I was
for.
watching the VOD, this morning,
Okay.
is actually what I was doing. And... Hunter called out to Monacy that there's a chance that Chopper had like a half-second timing to get over towards Tetris, and Monacy just locks in the clutch because of that. It's that kind of player IQ. Fast out middle here, double nades. M80 keep the pistols at arm's length. Nice shot from Trucklover to try and break open this round. That's what they need. Problem is they need to take down 4 more to win this kind of round.
Have taken just so much damage in the meantime alongside that. Got a bit of a weird setup here on M80. A lot of presence on middle reclaiming control, and I guess I say weird, maybe I should say good, because they've just lined up a kill through the smoke, or maybe there's an HE. I'm assuming there was an HE.
Oh, Sin, don't do it to him.
Oh, yeah, he was thinking about it.
The wall bangs, they're calling.
He's thinking about it.
Oh, he's taking this off angle instead. Is Cooper sick with it? No. Shadow advantage gives them away. Can Freakazoid trade? No. It's Sin. Double up in towards cave. And Austin creeping up the B ramp. Has a duel on his hands. And no headshot connected. Rex got him. And that's 7 rounds for M80.
They actually got... That's 3 players on 16K, and Swisher a little bit lower, but pretty much there. Slacks is on 10K buying the AWPs. That kind of just goes to show how little killing is being done as well. Like, I think one of the crucial parts about a T side is doing damage on your anti, or like your force buys, half buys, and there hasn't been too much of that. There still hasn't been that much damage on gun rounds either. So it's has quickly spiraled into a game that Mythic are gonna have a really tough time trying to regain control. Things gotta go so right for them. Well, like this sort of financial state on a CT side is just brutal. They gave Swisher a smoke to play off of. You never want to do that. You don't want to let him start working in these cheeky angles. Flashbang set up to start off the aggression. Oh, I guess dealt with. Truck Lover handles business, avoids that utility, and presses forward. He's going to make a power move around this smoke. Or just recycle it. Still a nuisance, and certainly has to call in for some extra help. You can't just let Truck Lover camp on the site like this. And that's the position that they face.
It's just like... M80 are waiting to say, like, hey, you need to plant the bomb at some time. Oh, what an entry there from Freakazoid.
Yeah, but now the rest of the team has rotated over. In the meantime, they're going to make a move towards A, so... We have a little bit of hope here for Mythic, and they've just slipped past the scope of Slacks, but I just imagine they're going to go for this either way.
They got infinite cash here, Cole. There's no way they don't.
Right. Mad bread.
Joking, my pugging friends is oil baron money. And they're gonna try and toss it at a retake here. Right into Cooper, trading 1 for 1. But running out of time here, and without a smoke to allow for a bomb defusal.
Oh my god!
Wait, there's a chance
what?
now. There's a chance! Oh, Austin, though, with the sick headshot. There's time here for Slacks! This is unbelievable! M80 pull off that! What was that shot from Lake?
Dude, it's just like sometimes it's such a relief to see, even though maybe the post plant wasn't played the best. There was a lot of mistakes from from Mythic, but it's just nice to see teams go for it, and that's the position that they were afforded. A situation where if you don't have cash, you never go for that retake, and they have so much money to go around, so they're like, why wouldn't we? Why wouldn't we give it a go? See if we can't make it happen, and they certainly will. That is, I mean, just wild.
I'm shook from that.
That smoke spam?
What on earth? He just like 2-bullet bursted him down. Now he's aggressive here in middle. Now Freak has always been hitting headshots. We'll give it to him here. Oh, but it could go horribly wrong back in middle. Truck Lover almost falls for a double. Low HP on 2 players.
Yeah, sustaining in this low HP is so incredibly challenging. Even with the man advantage, tough to still pull their way through. They're going to try to edge their way past the smoke. Austin has been a huge nuisance in that sense. Super quick with these kills.
This round's not over, though. If Sin is in the vicinity...
should be at least having the idea that this is the case. Understanding where he typically is playing, but this time a lot slower in the retake.
I do
and
like
with the bomb
discipline.
radius here on this map, like my mindset is maybe have one protect and try and get a late defuse on off. So I've seen that attempt today. That tag should do it, if not the secondary peek. And oh, here we go.
No way.
That's what I'm talking about.
No, oh,
it's too far. He's just too far.
Cooper's got a sprint.
The flashbang. He got him.
Oh my goodness. Cooper's got him off at the last half second.
The flash as well from Slacks. There was a flashbang. Oh my god, there was a flashbang. It nearly blinded Cooper enough to where he couldn't track the head. It was just a half a second too late. Half a second. Oh, wow.
A sigh of relief there for Mythic.
It would have been 2 miserable rounds in a row. After like 5 more behind it that weren't even close. Oh boy. That's the biggest sigh of relief. Unfortunately, you know, there's no breaks. You're still up against M80 with a full buy once again. Jeez.
Uh-oh. Cooper down and peeking off the contact there. Wreck. At least Flom's on the board. Wide Pivo happy or whatever. But Sin hammers down Austin, who's been on B ramp basically every single round. And that is 9 rounds for M80.
This is, again, just suffocating from M80. This is always a good look. I mean, sometimes you can see even, like, really good teams struggle up against Mythic if they're hitting some good shots, if they're hitting their strides. But you would like to see M80 in this form. Like to see everyone feeling super comfortable. And they're having fun with it at this point. That is insane. Tracking the spam. They can't even make it forward, but Freak's made a little bit of magic happen. A lineup over there at Cave. A couple of kills for himself. And there's Austin that springs off the back of it.
Oh,
Slacks is getting knifed. Oh, he's getting knifed.
Of course he's
getting knifed. Oh! No, do it, Cooper, no. Oh, man.
Look, it's
so close.
Cooper has experience getting knifed like that, so...
He did the respectful thing. Dude, if he would have whipped his knife out and just got, like, bamboozled, that would have been the played into all plays.
I'm sorry. I mean, look, maybe not everyone in the audience. Hold on, okay. Rec has a smoke kit and is in a 1 versus 2. And they're both in Cave, and he's just smoked them both out.
Good smoke.
All right.
Help out.
Here it goes. Starting up the defuse, flash on through, hopping past. All right, there's the first. Now Rec is in dire need to stick this thing, and Austin will put it to rest. Some headshots here from Austin to really get them back in it. Can Mythic stay a little competitive here? They're down 9-3. And we are back here. 9-3 for M80. Lake with some ridiculous shots in the retake. And you know what? Some nigh on content. Near content moments. That's all we're here for, Cole.
Yeah, I mean, they made the interesting rounds really interesting, and they made the boring rounds fast. Shout out to Mythic, as they do their job well. Looking for another pistol. That would make 2 of them. Those Toll Berettas, again, can't sing, but the quick rotations can. And Sin now has 3 guns to go against and only 2 players. One of them taken down very low. Sin has to recover the bomb, though.
Has a double swing awaiting him, though, and is armorless. So there's the first in the dualies as well. The Abadir brothers will close it down. You know, I respect that point. You know, Mythic understand viewer retention. Boring stuff, get that out of here. That's a 5-second
let's run it down A.
Skip button. Yeah, let's get out of here. And like whatever keeps the viewers engaged. Watch time is everything.
Content is king. That's what they say. And so are pistol rounds, because they are the king of them in this map. That's a double.
Are they
on the
king
pistols.
of losing force buys?
Find that out maybe pretty quickly. That's really good damage on that third HE tossed on in. Wouldn't have gotten a lot out of it. There's a huge spot from Cooper as well, as he has to retreat, call upon his teammates to help him out, and he does so. He's not able to find anything from behind that smoke, but Cooper's still chewing him up. Bill Berettas are out as well, and they get the bomb down, but they should be able to hold on to this one safely.
Yeah, let's see what damage Slacks can do towards the tail end, and the answer is none. This is actually not a terrible start here for Mythic. They just got a clean anti-force. I'm gonna be honest. There's actually a lot to smile about there for Mythic. Bomb plant there for M80. They're probably not gonna force behind us, and albeit a little cosmetic, the scoreline. It'll look a little bit closer than it actually was.
Who's to say they can't start chugging along here? Gonna be a certain challenge, that's for sure, but start somewhere. And up against finally a little bit of relief, not fully. They got a half by pretty deadly, but one of the lesser weaponry rounds we've seen in a long time out of Mythic, or rather M80.
A little bit of flash over top. It's Cooper. They wanted to take the fight versus Cooper, and the Avadiers will lock down middle again. And so it just leaves Sin and Wreck probably to go down here pretty cleanly, as there's another flawless round there for Mythic. Hey man, that's what we call not bad in the biz.
Yeah, and if they continue to do this, right, again, that's not that much distance in between them. 3 rounds isn't all that crazy. Now, it's going to require a lot of consistent gun round success, and now we're up against the gun rounds, so, you know, it very well could potentially spell a different story in just about 40 or 45 seconds. But we'll see if they can get past this gun round. And then we can start to talk about Mythic winning, or coming back into this game, at least the hard way. See what they got in store. Because now it feels like a whole different story about to unfold. These AKs in hands of these, again, just incredible players.
I mean, Mythic are not a stranger to pop-off maps, I will say that. They
Yeah.
took one off of Wildcard just 6 days ago.
Wildcard just don't seem like a team that's doing too much losing either, so I'm right there with you. I think there's always that capability with Mythic to surprise. There's a big one. Cooper continues to succeed. Rek caught him as he was jumping up, though. With the wings. Just about tracked it. And that's going to put Freak in a really difficult situation. That's the one rifle on this this bonus taken down. They're gambling big time on this being an A or mid-centric play, and that's just not the case, but that's going to save him a lot of struggle here. Freak finds one and adjusts his crosshair already towards Cave as well. Okay. Another one out of Freak. He might have just done enough.
Slacks and Wreck, two exceptional players, but Wreck down low. And trying to find a place to stand will get himself in towards Cave and lock in for a fight versus Truck Lover, or is it? Slacks instead converts the kill. And Molly over towards the site itself does confirm Wreck is basically incapable of what Slacks has. Oh my goodness, there's no smoke for that bomb. Oh. And there's a Molly right for it. This one's gonna hurt a little bit. They're gonna start swinging. But he actually does need to stop a potential defuse coming through here. Flom gets on it, and Austin covers. Is there time?
Oh my God.
Goodness.
No!
Barely any.
Oh, there was not. I thought it was just not going to be timed. I thought they had it. I thought they were going to do it right there. Everything looked so good for Mythic in that retake, finding their way through it. I mean, Freak with the 2K as well. With 4 MP9s and a 4v4 versus M80, you just don't like their odds, but they brought it so close to the last possible second.
Wow. It's revenge for the Ninja Diffuse attempt earlier on.
Yeah, I guess, I mean, it gives and takes, right? Tough spot. Onto this bomb site. Wreck perfectly tracks into that kill. Now I identify the strength of that donut. And they will take it. Munch on it in the post plant.
Uh-oh. But now things get weird. 3 versus 4. Smoke in towards Donut. However, makes life pretty darn awkward. Sin falls. But now it's going to be a smoke spam battle. Austin's going to try and stick this defuse, try to get it all the way down. Getting lower and lower and will be found. And Freakazoid just up next for the MAC-10. These defuses, man. This is a battle of pressing E.
They know how to make content, man. They make these rounds so interesting. But also so heartbreaking. Now we get to find out if this is a story of like a big comeback here after heartbreak constantly for Mythic, or if they get to get their heads back into this one. But the way that they're losing this round, it just feels like it's gut punch after gut punch.
Man. It's... I'd love to see the reactions here for Mythic. Because they're just coming so frustratingly close in every round. Like, the chance for a comeback right there. That defuse in that situation where Slacks in that 1 versus 2. Like, maybe if Flom gets on the bomb a tad earlier, like a second in the molly spent, obviously he has to be prepared to take on Slacks, maybe trying to manage the time that way. But that's a comeback happening right there. That's a potential upset map. That one right there as well. Another chance. And now Mythic are in the tank. This is their last gasp. Freakazoid, he's been playing an excellent game, and he will continue that. Nearly a double.
Themselves a lot of success. I mean, Cooper and Freak throughout this whole half have been the big leading factors. Haven't been a lot to follow with those two's heroics. Truck Lover with the FAMAS will certainly help. Catching Wreck on the lurk.
Hold on. And Cooper. No, Sin's watching this though. Like a hawk.
Wow.
And, well, imagine if Cooper got a second bullet off there. He might have just lined
just clicking mouse one was cooking for him. And Truck Lover's here in time, but
did they see him?
I guess. I don't know why exactly they made such a decisive move to run away, but it felt like either they heard the smallest sound cue or, you know, saw them there.
Well, Truck Lover down to 1, and I think that's where he's gonna call it. Oh, but okay, Cole. He actually has to be very careful where he stands, and yes, T-Spawn is the answer here. 1 HP on the map of Ancient is not a lot to be standing on, but there we have it. 12-6 here for M80, and the money is in the bin for Mythic. They had a chance, they had a window, but milliseconds was the margin. How many more can they get?
See, I feel like they've taken enough heartbreak here on Ancient. Could use a nice little breather, nice little break. See if they get it or if they have to fight on. Versus this M80 squad, this tough looking roster. Taking those HEs though, doing some fantastic damage. Slack's really trying to work that opening duel, but forced off a little while.
Just gonna hit the Jets for the site take net, well, especially after that shot from Slacks. Wreck trying to get activated, and oh boy, he does. Instant headshot on a Freakazoid. Bomb planted, and without a single piece of utility. Well, one flashbang for Truck Lover, no kits, and running out of players in a 2 versus 5. The writing is on the wall here for Mythic. Again, they had a window, they had a chance. Picking up a pistol, but milliseconds away was the difference maker.
A lot of milliseconds in a lot of different rounds, actually. It's just like that happened just too many times for a team to take, right? It's just, after that happens once, you're like, oh man, but like if we had that round, I think it could have been a different story. When you look at that and you see so many of them throughout the entirety of that map, it just continues to compound